call
I mean,
our, I've had to call our,
who puts those carts out? If somebody comes.
Who's not trash?
My cleaning lady, right? So every day at 10 o'clock's checkout, 11 o'clock, cleaning lady comes. She goes up to the door, she has a fingerprint, or it's just a digital code that she has. Unlocks the door, she goes in, she has her complete checklist, change bed sheets, clean the house, anything out in the front, on the chairs, if there's an ashtray or something like that, there's no smoking on the properties, but, pick up anything like that, put trash in the trash, if it's Wednesday or, different spots in Fort Worth. Tuesday is part of north side by Long and Macy in that area. Those are on Tuesdays, and you have Wednesday over by closer down by the stockyards. It's just different
You
areas.
just store it on the property?
No, the big brown trash can.
You store it in that?
Yeah, they just put the trash in that. And it's a little bit amount of trash. I mean, you're talking about people that come for 1 day or 2 days, and they don't, as a host, I have strict guidelines. The ones that we're dealing with are 1 bedrooms, right? So they only sleep 2. So, whenever you come into 2-bedroom areas, you have 2 bedrooms, you'll probably have a king-size bed and a queen, and it'll sleep 4, and it's just 1 car. People fly in, and they get in DFW, they rent a car, so it's not like a lot of traffic or more cars, it's 1 in your driveway, and I think that'd be the same thing here.
Well, we did have a question. James, did you have a question? Or?
Yeah, I promise I won't take up as much time as he
let me put my timer on real quick.
He's
long
definitely for B&Bs, I'd say. Of course, I come from a different avenue. I think y'all know that. So I've been looking at some of this stuff, and last week, or the last time we had council, it kind of sparked a little more interest. So I started going around. So I'll share with you some things I sent to Marvin. Marvin would be happy to send it to you so that you can get your own education, which is what I call it. And what it is it's a bunch of property owners that get together. We are a coalition of thousands of neighbors across Texas with simple mission, assisting citizens, neighborhoods, and cities who are interested in restricting and regulating short-term rentals, commonly known as STRs, in residential neighborhoods, opposing state regulations that force STRs on our communities. Airbnb, Vrbo, and other platforms have made it necessary and profitable to convert homes into hospitality businesses. Operating such a business harms the health, safety, and culture of our communities. We support enforcing residential zoning laws that protect the property rights of residents who call their neighborhoods their home. I know quite a few people in our community, and I have heard not one person that is want to have a commercial entity right next door to us. I know I certainly would. And this has always been known as a residential community, and to the purpose that a long time ago we actually damaged ourselves. If you may say your forefathers that was here, they needed more commercial areas. So anyway, but I'd be glad to do this. Like I said, I won't take up a bunch of time. I strongly recommend that you get on, log on, and just check it out.
But again, I think our issue is what we're seeing consistently from the courts is we can't prohibit them. We can't say no.
Well, there's some cities, Plano has just put a deal out there for 1-year moratorium. Now, the ones that are already there.
See, I don't even know how they do that, because I thought moratoriums by law are tied to like 90 days, right?
No, this is 1 year.
I mean, they might be getting out in front of themselves, because, but all
I know.
we know, we've been being told for.
But I mean, when you're looking at residential, and then you're looking at having one of these things or a commercial thing in there, that's spot zoning, folks. And y'all, there's lots of y'all that know that.
But again, the courts are the ones telling us.
I know
that. Specifically, was it Grapevine? Or Grapevine, Garland, something that one of the cities tried to ban them outright, and they were basically laughed out of court. The other one was Arlington at that time. Arlington said, we'll allow them in certain zoning districts, basically adjacent to the entertainment district, and the court has held that up. So, I mean, if we don't
But we don't have an entertainment.
Exactly,
section.
that's the thing. For a city that's 2 square miles, we can't
Yeah.
just put them somewhere. But what they're saying is, if you just try to say you can't have them, you lose. You're not gonna,
Right.
they've told
Well,
you.
well, you have to control it, you have to regulate it. The
Right.
money that comes off of it isn't gonna be that much.
No, and none of us wanna do it for the
No.
money. They
Yeah.
basically, speaking for me again, no disrespect to you, if we could prohibit it, I would wanna prohibit it. But what we're consistently being told is, you can't prohibit it. And so, it's either regulate it, or it's like it is now, where they're gonna happen, and we just say, okay, either way, we're gonna have to allow them, whether we pass an ordinance
Yeah,
that
but-
says we're gonna regulate them, or whether we say, we're just gonna let it happen.
But it seems like that other cities coordinate and put in certain areas where these are.
But we can't do that, because we've got 2 square miles. I mean,
Yeah,
we
we
can't pick one zoning district. To me, I don't see how we could pick one zoning district
That-
next to
there's bound to
Yoli or
be
next to
something.
John.
I mean, we did do that with, SOBs though.
Yeah, but that's tied to the commercial. We could
And
say,
manufactured housing, like, we've got a
It's
section,
the-
we've got a block for manufactured housing.
I mean, there's bound to be something unless y'all just want to close your eyes, walk the other way.
but again, to me, so wait, because here's the thing, James, we're all trying to do the same thing here.
I
Nobody's
know
trying to close
that,
their eyes.
I
and
know
walk
that,
the other
that's
way.
why I got involved in it.
Okay, so again, if we have 2 square miles, if we have, how many residential zoning districts do we have? 3? We've got 6, so we've got 6 residential zoning districts. So Arlington was able to say, you know what, if you're around the entertainment district, you can have them, and if you're not, you can't. We're 2 square miles. So to me, there's no way that we could sit here and go, you know what, if you live next to, near Yoli or Darren, you're allowed to have it, but you're not gonna be allowed to have it, next to Steve and Leanne. Like, there's no way that we could pick and choose a zone the
No.
way that Arlington does. So to me,
Yeah.
I don't see a way we can do that. I mean, do you have an area in particular in mind? Because we'd have to pick a residential district to try to justify
To
it.
me, it would have to be adjoining some kind of, commercial entity, so they're trying to get away from spot zoning.
But again, this isn't spot zoning. This is not what, spot zoning's,
It's spot zoning to me whenever, if you owned a piece of your home, and right next door, they put one of these in there.
but James, courts say, the
I know.
zoning laws of Texas say what spot zoning is.
I know.
And these courts are not saying this is spot zoning. So we don't like it, but this isn't spot zoning.
I know.
I mean, it's just not. And so again, I don't see how you could tell somebody, Dewey Tolliver's house is like 1 house away from commercial property. So are we gonna tell people that if you're adjacent to the, commercial
Don't put the
lot-
burden on me, I'm just a
Well,
messenger.
but again, we're
You
trying to
know.
actually,
I know that if it's next to mine, I will do my damnedest to fight legally. That's what I do, that's how much I don't believe in it.
But we've been told legally that we have to. So this is us trying to make a solution. If you just want us to put our head in the sand and say you can't do it.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
The thing is, how does the other cities, how are they doing moratoriums on it a year?
Again, from my understanding, and I could be wrong, but whenever we did the moratoriums on the different commercial businesses a couple of years ago, we were told you could do 90 days and you could only do it twice. So how a city like
Plano's got, I guess, the man that knows the plan, or the lady that...
Lots of people can try lots of.
Did you check on the deal from Dallas?
I